What's happening, y'all? Today we're gonna be interviewing Brandon and Tay, good friends of mine. This will be my first time interviewing two people at once. We'll see how it goes. Also, I got some wings coming. What's up? What's up? Thank you for joining. There they are. What up, Brandon? What up, Tay? K Boyd, thank you for joining. There's my dog. So all y'all have to do is just request to join the call, hitting that camcorder. Thank you. Shout out to Uber Eats too. All right. Hey,
Hey!
turn up.
Oh!
Hey man, I just got some Uber Eats delivered. I feel like we finna be real chill with it. You know what I'm saying? This is just about to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can't wait. It's gonna be informative. I think it's gonna be helpful for people to kind of see what a successful, loving relationship looks like. You know
There
what I'm
you go,
saying?
bro.
And
There you go.
honestly, y'all had me intrigued since the first time y'all started putting out content for real.
Okay. Okay.
Because, and I don't want to jump into the questions, but then I was just like, yo, like, first of all, you didn't pay for the eHarmony.
Like, go ahead, get on and talk. Go
You didn't pay
ahead,
for
get
the
on it.
eHarmony. How serious were you? How serious were
It
you?
was a joke. It
Oh,
literally
well,
was a joke. But this guy was serious apparently.
man,
So
I knew what I was
Brandon,
looking for. I wasn't
Brandon is
playing.
serious about everything
I
he
wasn't playing,
does.
he
man.
is. He is.
Let there be a new dance move out. That boy
Hey,
gonna figure it out, ain't he?
hey,
Listen,
hey.
he already
Right.
has some in the pipeline. Look at him.
Well, don't let me stop you.
I gotta put that on pause so we can have this conversation, my brother.
Okay, nah, don't end it on. Don't pause it on my account, my boy. But nah, man, I just appreciate y'all. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely,
I feel
definitely.
like it definitely aligns, especially what y'all are up to. Um, I love it because I think that nowadays we kind of have to share more about what different situations look like. You know what I'm saying? I
Sure.
think that it's tough for people to know what they can aspire towards because a lot of times people who are in marriages or in very healthy
Mm.
relationships don't feel the need to share it because they feel like that could jeopardize how happy that
Okay.
they are, right?
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all feel that way. Like I'm trying to get out of that frame of mind. I think that if it's something beautiful, you should share it.
Yeah. No,
Um,
definitely, man. Definitely. Like that's part of the content creation aspect and kind of peeling that curtain back a little bit and sharing it with the world, like just how happy we are to be together. You know, we are blessed, don't get me wrong, like in different things like that, but we just want to be a blessing to other people, pay it forward. We're open books. I know and things like AJ, we know each other like what, ninth grade, 10th grade, something like that.
oh, exactly.
Or
Yep.
whatnot. So like it's all love and we just want to enjoy it,
Yeah.
enjoy the journey.
Agreed.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I was at the wedding too. Had a blast. Just I'm just so proud of y'all. How long has it been?
It will be 8 years next month.
Yup.
8 years.
It will
Mm-hmm.
be 8 years. Yes.
What was the hardest year? What year? Y'all got the number in mind? Look, let me start. Let me start with the hard
You wanna get
questions.
into it, man?
I don't know. I feel like year one.
I would
Year
say, I
one.
mean, it's kind of year one would be, I would say, the most challenging, right?
Yeah.
Because we were so, and not even just like the year one of marriage, right? I would say year one of us like dating was
Hmm.
the most challenging because I know like we joke about the eHarmony story and stuff, right? But like we Taylor didn't know what she was looking for.
Yeah.
we'll talk about. I know you got a question probably
You know
about
I
like
got the questions,
about
bruh.
some of the questions.
You know
So I ain't
I
gonna
got the
jump too
questions,
far.
bro.
I ain't gonna jump too far. You feel me? But like we did, like what we wanted in our partner long term. We
Yeah.
both knew what we wanted in that aspect. Um, how we came to meet each other, obviously, eHarmony, online dating, whatnot, was a blessing for us, and it
Yeah.
worked out, obviously, right? But like year one of us living together, we have like a clip that I think you saw it the other day or a couple weeks ago when we posted it, just on some, like how we had some challenges and stuff and to work through that. Each year has been a building block, though. The one thing I can say confidently without a shadow of a doubt every fiber of my body is each year we've gotten better, and that's all that matters to me at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Hey, love that. Look at you. Okay. Okay. Nah, man. I wish I could say the same. Like, and I guess I want to say that in order to give people the sense of like the diversity of marriages, man. Like
For sure.
some marriages each year gets better. Some marriages it's like you have great years and you have bad ones. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you won't have even better ones down the line.
for sure.
So appreciate y'all sharing that. Appreciate y'all being open books. Y'all know I got the questions.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen, we took a look at them earlier today, and we were like, "Oh, we about to get deep into this." Okay.
I
I
like it though.
appreciate it. You can
I love it.
also just, if ever there's a moment, you know what I'm saying, we can have a word or we can just say pass, you
Okay.
know. Oh, my Mal is just arriving back from a work trip. Let's,
Okay.
oh no, that's, y'all see Ralphie going
I
crazy?
see Ralphie
I
going
know
crazy.
he's getting so big.
He is. Mal, welcome back. Ralphie just ran out. Ralphie just,
She like it. They came around my
nigga, get me off this motherfucker. Yeah, I see him.
AJ, how
He's
old is the
so
dog?
he's 7 years old. So we got him right when we got married. So
That's right.
like
Okay.
after we got yeah, after our wedding and after the
That's what's up.
honeymoon, we went to pick him up.
That's what's
No.
up.
Saved him from the ghetto because it was terrible over there.
Hey man, look, got him good home now, man. Got him good home.
Exactly. Absolutely. Okay. So just for everybody who is here who will watch this in the future, um Brandon is my dog. Like known Brandon for a minute, man.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
know this dude. Like we both went to Morehouse. But you went to High Tower, right?
I was
In high
at
school.
Tower. Yeah.
Went to Tower. I was at Marshall right down the street. But like Brandon is one of the most genuine,
Oh.
most solid people that you could like ever like this dude, like just like Brandon, I don't know. What I'm trying to find the words, bro. Like Brandon, you are so dependable,
I
Oh.
like just
appreciate it,
over
man.
the years, just so solid, my boy.
I
And so
appreciate it.
like and Taylor, like I had a chance to meet you later on in life, when I was like, okay, Brandon, like, cool shorty, you know what I'm saying? Like she got you, let me, let me figure out what to say. Um, Brandon was so serious about you. And
Mhm.
like the fact that he's so intentional about everything that he does and like how he oh man, like how he just cared for you and just represented you when you weren't even there. I was just like, man, I can't wait to meet her. So then I think, one of the first times I met you was at the wedding. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
just I have so much respect for y'all, what y'all were able to accomplish. I love seeing y'all share more about your story. That's what we're gonna talk about today because again, wanted to learn more about some of the things that we probably hadn't even talked about. I just knew that you had such immense respect and love for her, but I
Appreciate
never really knew the deets. So I think that'll just be helpful for everybody else. Um, so yeah, like why don't we jump into it? So like, how did y'all meet? Like, who made the first move?
You wanna go?
So I'll start. So this goes back to 2014 in September, and sitting on my parents' couch watching TV,
Uh
came
huh.
across an eHarmony commercial. It was free that weekend. It was Labor Day weekend, and I
Bruh.
was like,
What
you
we
know what? I'm going to just make a profile. not having any expectations. I didn't upload any pictures. I didn't give any descriptions because
You have
the
one.
internet. No, I did have one
You have
photo.
one.
I did take that
Okay,
back. I
one.
did have one
Okay.
photo. It was the internet back then. It was just kind of
The
like
catfish
Stranger
era.
yeah,
danger.
the catfish era and everything
Right.
like that.
Right.
So
Right.
I was like, okay, let me just make this, see what happens. And so went to sleep that night, woke up, got an email. My first match was this guy named Brandon from Washington, D.C. He was 25. And so we just started talking.
Yeah, man. So like I had been on there for a couple of weeks, that transparently, and I knew what I was looking for when I got on there, right? Like I paid for it, all good stuff, all that free
Yeah.
nonsense and everything. Get that
You
out
like,
here.
nah, I'm too serious for this.
Like
Okay.
you just
I'm
talked
getting down
about,
to it.
very diligent. New, I'm on here. I'm filling out everything. I got like 9 pictures of myself up there trying to pose and
Which
everything
one?
like that.
You got the shirtless
Man,
one? Like
no,
what
I
what
haven't.
like
I kept it G. I didn't think I
what
didn't do
kind of
sucker.
energy you hit her with? Like what kind
Man,
of energy were you like on the app
no.
with? Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I do. And honest, I was really trying to be on my grown man like adult, right? Like I think I was 25. I think 20. Yeah, I was 25. My birthday's in November, so I was about to turn 26 when
Okay.
we first met and stuff. So I was really trying to portray the adult, right? Not really energy. I wasn't giving H Town. So I wasn't giving no flex and all that type of stuff, right? I did write. I like to dance, but I kept it chill.
Yeah.
But no, man, like it was we started to communicate on there on the website, and they have like 3 different sections you can go back and forth and communicate, right? There's like the what is it, the make or breaks, I think, section.
Mhm.
So it's like kind of it's a filtering process on there.
Okay.
And we went through that phase, and then there's like these open-ended questions, and not to steal Taylor's thunder, but that was where her opportunity was gonna end to talk to me because she had a free profile. We couldn't continue to communicate. So she put her phone number and your
Mhm.
IG handle in there. And I was like, why'd she do that? Because I hadn't had anybody else send that to me. So
She sent the tea leaves.
you know what I'm saying? I was just
That's
like, what's
crazy.
going on?
But you
So
got it though. You peeped it. You were
but
like,
I got it.
like,
I took the number. I took the IG. I went to her IG. It matched up, like getting the whole catfish thing. So like the same person. And then we hopped on FaceTime. And the first thing I will say attracted me to her. In all honesty, the profile was straight or whatnot, but it was her smile.
yeah.
And you've seen her smile before, bro. Her
Yes.
smile.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
It is stunning, and that right there, like, just kicked it off for me. Like, I want to get to know this person, right? Like, she's beautiful, because like that first attraction is more likely physical, right? It's not all. It's You don't know them, you don't know that person yet, right? You can't. It's hard to say like I know this person or mentally I know where they are in life and all that type of stuff. So I wasn't gonna be fake about it. Like she was beautiful, and I was like, yeah, I want to get to know her, type of thing.
Yeah.
And then we started communicating, got on FaceTime for like a month or two,
How
Mhm.
and we were
quickly?
just
How quickly did y'all get on FaceTime? So did y'all? So you said, Taylor, you said you had one photo. Hey,
Mhm.
Brandon, did you see the one photo
I saw the one.
before? Okay, so you saw the one
Yep.
photo, then saw the IG, saw the smile. You're like, I'm locked in, and
Hmm.
then y'all did a FaceTime. How long did that process take for y'all?
It was immediate, I think.
About a week at
And
most.
just to give further details, so I didn't know what Brandon looked like.
Right. Okay. But Brandon, I thought
So,
you said you had like 9 photos.
That's why I
but be,
paid, brother.
but because mine was free, I couldn't see his photos. I only saw the
Mm.
description. So I'm reading the description like athletic, futuristic, loves to write poetry. I'm like, who is this? But I
All
didn't know
very
what he looked
true.
like.
Oh my God.
No, don't cap my route. Don't cap my route.
so
Dog,
when I
all so true.
so when I saw his IG and I saw him for the first time, I was like,
Tell the truth.
he's not my type.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, nah, like
Because
talk. What do you mean by that?
so
Because
I
that
was
that was the one thing where I heard, and I was like, "What? Like how Brandon? Everybody type." I thought, but like, I'm so curious.
I was into, and I don't know if this is appropriate, but I was into because I asked him earlier today. I was like, I was into dark skinned chubby guys.
Hmm.
And so when I saw Brandon, I'm like, who's this light skinned, athletic, thin, tall
That like to
guy from
dance,
Houston?
right? Right.
Bruh, I don't look nothing like nobody she ever talked to.
Okay. 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 Okay.
So when I saw him, I was like, okay, he's different. He's intriguing. He's very intellectual. Let's see where this goes. And that's where our first FaceTime conversation came into play. And it was right away. And I will say, Brandon and I talked for about 2 months
Hmm.
and just had conversations. Like we became friends
Yeah.
Yeah.
before we really met each other in person.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I was very attracted to and intrigued by his mindset.
yeah.
Like that was the first thing that was like, wow, he's different. Like he just doesn't think about today or tomorrow. He's thinking about 2 to 5 years from now. And I
Absolutely.
think with our generation, I wish we spoke more about that instead of just thinking about, I'm going to live for today. I'm just going to enjoy today. Instead, what do I want my lifestyle to look like 2 to 5 years from now? Am I willing to go through the darkness now in order to see the light later on in life? So,
Right. Oh my gosh. So deep in love.
I
Like,
told you
nah, I get
I'm
it
married
though.
up,
I
bro.
get it
I'm married
because I
up.
know that guy. Like I know him well. So like I could imagine what it's like to roll on, they talk about like roll on, roll off of a project, like that change management for Brandon. Cause I already know he like telling you about who he is, and then he's showing you who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. I love that. So basically y'all both had attraction early.
Mhm.
Y'all were in different cities when y'all first met?
So I was in DC in
Okay.
Northeast,
Okay.
and Taylor was living in an area called La Plata, Maryland. So it's about 50 minutes,
mhm.
give or take, about 50 minutes
It's the
going
heights.
out of DC, going down in the middle of Southern Maryland, not Southern Maryland, I guess, but and she was living with her parents at the time because she
Uh-huh.
was finishing up school and everything, starting life, all that type of stuff. So that's when we met. So I mean, for that first year, I was down there every week except for 2 Wednesdays because you're out of town on work.
He was there every Wednesday for the first year.
Very
Consistent.
methodical on my
Yeah.
game plan for the week. We planned it out, and then on the weekends, Taylor would come up. We do stuff in the city. We'll go out to eat, go brunch, go to dinner, movies, concerts, what have you. So we did make the effort. Both of us was willing to make that trip, right? Go back and forth and see one another. And that was something that I appreciated about her because, in all honesty, some of the young ladies that I had met that necessarily didn't live right in the area. Because like, being from the H, I didn't really know too many people there after I graduated in 2011 that
Right.
went up there to start life and everything. I had a
Hmm.
handful of folks and stuff, and then I made some friends and connections. But yeah, like some of them were like, oh, well, and I didn't have a car, so like, oh, well, no, I won't meet you here, or they weren't willing to travel. And so when I finally did get a car and I met someone who was willing to meet me somewhere or go almost in a sense half and half, right? Have that balance.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is something worth pursuing. Like Taylor said, we started off really as friends before we got on that first date, and then from there it was easy. It was like clockwork.
So I want to talk a little bit about before those moments, right? So like before you both saw each other's profile, like
Mhm.
where were you at in life? And I know I didn't send this question in advance, but I just wanted to kind of understand like what, because this will be helpful as I try to connect with singles, right? Like
Sure.
what was the mentality, or like what led to the mentality of saying like, nah, like bro, I'm finna be serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
about to play these games. Like how can I how can I gauge if someone's serious
For
based on
sure.
like what you guys felt?
No, I got you, bro. I'll jump out there first.
Okay.
And like where I was at that point in time was I knew I knew how I wanted to live. I knew I wanted to have a partner that was going to be willing to support the mentality I had, but then also live the lifestyle I wanted to live. I didn't want to work for somebody forever, right? I had an entrepreneurial mindset and things of that nature. I wanted to be able to travel the world. I wanted to be able to spend time with friends and family. But I knew that I wasn't going to be in that position right then. I came out of school, I had a ton of school debt.
Yep.
I wasn't going to be able to do that in the next 2 years, the next 3 years, next 5 years. That just wasn't the reality of it. I didn't come out making tons and tons of money or the corporate job and all that type of stuff, right?
Hmm.
So I knew I was going to have to find somebody that was serious about wanting that type of lifestyle at the same time, understanding that I'm going to do what I need to do to give it to her, it just wouldn't be today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Someone who will see
that's
the
what
vision,
that's
but
where I
like
was.
also, yeah.
That's where I was at that point in time in my life.
What about you, Taylor?
So I think where I was kind of what I talked a little bit about earlier. Like I was in the mindset of living for, that day. I wasn't really thinking about the future. I was still in grad school, like so I was living at home. And I knew obviously I wanted to have a successful life, be successful in my career, but I wasn't necessarily thinking about, you know, how to some of the principles that maybe Brandon introduced to me when we met. So getting out of debt, lifestyle, traveling the world, having options, all of those different things, even just some of the books we read, expanding just my confidence in talking with people and building relationships. And honestly, a lot of that didn't come until Brandon and I met, because he just started to introduce me to different books and different podcasts and different ways of thinking that I knew was there, but it was almost untapped. It was untapped potential in a sense. I needed someone
Yes.
to kind of help me tap into that untapped potential. And so when he did, it started making me see like, you can live a different way. You can live a life debt free. You can have options and, you know, think about the future and just plan for the future and all of these different things. So I think when we met, that my mindset started to shift a little bit and my perspective shift more from being present focused to more future focused. So
I love that. And so, Brandon, like same thing. Like, what did you see that made you say, like, yo, this is someone that might be my future wifey, bro?
Yeah, man. No, in all honesty, like Taylor's kind. She's a genuine person. She's others focused to a fault. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
sometimes I have to like sit around and be like, hey, go spend some time for yourself, right? Like not even just like with me or our pup or whatever the case might be, but like just go spend some time on yourself, have some self love in a sense. She's always pouring into other people,
Hmm.
and that can be tiring to a degree, but it's good work, right? I mean, it's what we're supposed to do as human beings. We're supposed to love our brothers, love our sisters, and things of that nature. But like she's a kind, gentle-hearted woman. She's a God-fearing woman. She's a woman of strength. She's not really a strong woman. There is a big difference.
Ooh,
Um,
say
she
more, brother. Say
Oh,
more.
there is a huge difference. I mean, there's some folks out, and nothing
Woman,
against the
woman of
ladies.
strength versus a strong woman.
Strong woman. Yeah, nothing against the ladies, especially our sisters like that. I understand that.
Mhm.
Wear their crown proud, man. Stand up and stuff. Like for real. I respect it, all of that.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the same time, you do understand it. I don't want to call it a hierarchy because I'm not a big levels person, right? But just that mindset of being a partner and not always trying to compete. Taylor always tries to complete me. She doesn't try to compete me.
crazy.
This guy. This is why I can't talk to
Hey,
you.
don't you dare, dog. Don't do that. Don't just.
This is why I can't talk to you. What you got going on, man?
Nah, dog. Nah, dog. That's a bar. Like, I agree. Okay, Brandon. J Will too said that's a bar, dog. That was bar for your other bar.
It's like that,
Wow.
man. It's like
Yeah.
that. No,
Wow.
that's really what it was. Like I said, is in the beginning, early on. Although she like Taylor said it herself, and I didn't want to like take her thunder or anything like that. I know what I said earlier, and I wanted someone that had that mindset, had that mentality, understood it wasn't gonna be today, but it's not gonna not be never happen. It's gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen today. And if you lock in with me, we'll get it done. And she understood where I was coming from. One thing Taylor didn't talk about, in that mindset shift, like she said, she had it in her. We just had to untap it to a degree. And we sat down, and I still have photos on my phone from when we like drew on like a dry erase board of
Yes.
like trips, right? Trips that she wants to go on, trips that I want to go on, trips we both want to go, like places in the world, not like the country. And don't get me wrong, it's great to go around the U.S. At the same time, we're well traveled, my brother. You feel me? Well traveled. So we were going to
Yeah.
talk about the world, and then like books and things like that, right? Thought process. We talked about kids before, way before marriage, like because I'll be honest, we both ended up wanting to have kids, but if one of us didn't, that might have been a deal breaker. I don't know. We
Yeah.
didn't. We don't. We didn't have to. go navigate that because we both actually
Yeah.
wanted to be parents and everything like that
Yeah.
in time. But not like what else we talked about that day?
Can I
I
ask
forget.
this? Can I ask this real quick?
Yeah,
Did y'all do couples therapy before marriage?
we
We
did.
did, yes.
We
Okay,
did.
talk a little bit about that. Like, did that uncover anything that like you were surprised about, or like was it kind of pretty smooth?
Go first.
Because we didn't do it,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm just curious for someone who did. Like,
I got
how was
you.
that like?
Yeah, no, the process was good for us. I'm trying to remember back. There wasn't anything big that got uncovered that we had
Okay.
to. That was like, oh, this is a big surprise, right? Like where'd that come from? Um, we did. I feel like we grew in the correct manner during that time and what we were going through in that process, right? I believe it's beneficial. I will say that. I recommend every couple doing it, but they need to have that understand what the relationship's going to look like with that. I call it mentor, right? With that individual walking you on that path, or if it's a couple, however you're doing it on that counseling session or those sessions, that period of time. Do it with people that you respect, do it with people that you have some type of rapport with to a degree so they kind of understand you a bit
Yeah.
beforehand. Because some of that can, in my opinion, different conversations I've had with people over the years, it can get judgmental to a degree.
Mm,
Um, ours experience wasn't like that. But again, if you don't know somebody and then it's like, oh, they start asking you questions like that's too personal, or
you like, hold on now,
you
bro.
start getting into different things. So
That's my
I
wife you
would
talking
say
about. That's my wife you asking questions.
exactly, exactly. You might mess around and have an episode like Martin and Gina or whatnot, man, and you sitting there with the Rev, like, come on, Rev, you
Right.
got going on. Just like, what we
Right.
got going on, Rev? Like, just give me the paperwork. What we doing?
That
Yeah.
that that takes me to an interesting topic. Did y'all uh like the same shows? Did y'all like the same music? Like, how is the compatibility just like in terms of like lifestyle? Because Brandon loved his show. He just did the reference, like certain movies. I'm
Go
I'm
ahead,
curious.
go ahead, go ahead.
Have some shows and stuff in common.
We had a few.
We had a few. I mean, we both watched Martin. We
Okay.
both I'm trying to think what else.
We both are big on Disney Channel as
Yeah, Disney
kids.
Okay.
Channel,
We
yes.
had some Disney Channel like between the TV shows and the movies. We
Mhm.
definitely was out there. Yep, on it.
But I would say like Brandon and I are very opposite,
I
Facts,
was gonna get to that.
as
facts,
Is
you
it
saw in
just
the personality
right?
facts,
Right.
facts,
Right.
we
facts.
are very opposite, and like Brandon mentioned earlier, I think we complement one another very well. Like Brandon's very black and white. He's very logical. I don't know if it's the finance background or
Right.
something, but he's very much, something is either this way or that way. I
Mhm.
tend to have more of that gray area, that subjective area. So I try to make him see
Mm.
just some of the gray aspects to like different challenges or scenarios we come across. But I'm trying to think. Do we?
What about so y'all are opposite in terms of personality tests? I asked y'all to do the Myers Briggs,
Mhm.
Mhm.
whether you were the ENFJ and Brandon, you were the ENTJ, right? Or
I
were
think
you
it's, I think it's,
ENFP?
I think I have a P in there if I'm not mistaken. I
I
think I
think
have
you
a
had
P.
the J. I think you were the
Oh, I had the
commander,
J.
right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
the commander.
yeah,
My
you're
bad.
the
Okay.
commander. That's the ENTJ, and
Okay.
then so I think you had the ENFP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's interesting. So I could see how that dynamic would work for y'all. But like, what about love languages alignment? Do y'all feel like y'all were compatible in terms of how you both like to show love and receive love?
I believe so. So my love language is words of affirmation, and
Okay.
Brandon's is physical touch. And I want to say, Brandon, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you had to grow in pouring like positivity and affirmations
So
into me.
I would say the level in which you you like it or
Yeah.
love it, should I say, right? To receive it properly, I did need to grow in that. That's a fact.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a fact.
Mm.
So what Brandon thinks and like how he says things to me like really matter. Not so much other people outside of our household, but it's always going to matter to me like what he says and what he feels, because words are very big for me. Once you say something, you can't take it back. So for me, I'm very intentional about my words. I'm very intentional about when I do pour into others, because I want it to come from a genuine place and because I genuinely care about that person that I'm pouring into. And so if I'm going through a challenge or I might be upset about something, I really lean on Brandon to just give me words of encouragement and positivity because that's what fuels me and keeps me going and keeps me motivated to continue on the path of where the light shines better even
Y'all
in
are too cute,
darkness.
man.
Hey, go ahead, bro. Go
Y'all are
ahead.
like, stop,
I
stop.
had to grow in that area though, man. I had to
Like,
grow in that
dog,
area.
stop.
And Brandon's a hard shell. Like
And
I
she,
kind of had to. It took a while to get him to that
Exactly.
point of
she
being
quick, man.
a little emotional. Brandon's not the type to show his emotions just to be showing them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's all good
When
though.
Brandon got to cry, he'll just go on a run and try to lift weights or something. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
that's him
Like,
right
That's my boy.
there.
That's my boy. I
yeah,
will go
dog.
ahead a quick run and I will
Yeah,
get it
go a quick
out.
run, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Put that out there. So I love that y'all were able to kind of break through
Mhm.
that shell with each other and just get that, arrive at that closeness. So, like, to the point about like therapy and just like getting to know each other early on, like, were there any triggers that both of you kind of activated in the other, like, whether it was like known or unknown? Like, was there anything that you like had to work through like intentionally, like that just wasn't, y'all just weren't on the same page on ever, or was it always just like, nah, like it was pretty chill, like,
Nah, man,
you know
we
what I
had some
mean?
high volume conversations.
Okay,
I ain't gonna cap.
okay,
We had some
okay,
high volume conversations. Um, I mean, it could be something as small as like
as
the
we all do,
toilet seat.
bro, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like it was something like the toilet seat. Just that was our one of. I always go
That's
back to
your
that
high
one.
volume conversation, the toilet seat, bro.
But man, because of I say that because it's such a minuscule thing that it could have broken us up
Mm.
if in this case
If it
I
hadn't been
would
addressed.
if we didn't address it, and in this case if I wasn't willing to compromise, not again, I'm big on compromise, like for the unit, right? Because compromise really, some people get worried about that word and they look at it as, oh, I have to change who I am. Well, you're gonna change anyway, whether
Yeah,
you're with someone or you're like intimately or not, right? Whether you're in a relationship or you're not, you're married or not, you're gonna grow and change throughout life. So you
yeah.
stop looking at it as I have to change for this person. You're changing for the betterment. You're taking two and making one,
Mhm.
Yeah,
right? So that simple little one that I'm using that because it's so small. The small things is what really messes people up in a
low key.
relationship. It's not the large. Don't get me wrong. There are large things that happen in relationships
But
that
but
obviously newer things,
but you're
but
right.
the
Yeah.
small things, the little things, the little cuts, whether death by 1,000 cuts or 10,000 cuts over time, is what really wanes on a marriage, wanes on a relationship as time progresses. Right. We're about to turn 8 next month. Right. As far as like being married
Mm.
and next month. Yeah, I said that right. Next month, and we if we didn't address that earlier on, that could be something that's so minuscule that now it's just a big thing,
Right.
right? And that's why I use that example from it. But we did. I mean, there's other challenges that we had that we addressed throughout it, and just again, we're big on conversations. I'm gonna say you're done. You want to talk about 10?
Yeah, yeah, and just establishing healthy boundaries, as we mentioned in one of our videos, and just we came up with the phrase of I need 10. And we
I
both
love
know
that.
that that's the time that we need to just stop the conversation. We walk away and we come back to it a later time, whether he wants to initiate it, whether I want to initiate it. And then we talk about it in a calmer, more safe space instead of, again, saying words we don't mean or getting into an argument or, you know, whatever the case is. It's just a way to establish that healthy boundary.
For sure.
I love that. I really liked when you guys talked about the I need 10 because I just thought that was just like such a good tool for people to use. And that kind of came up in therapy too with us. And it's like, yo, like if the person who, and this is why I asked that question, I was like, yo, the person
Hmm.
who says I need 10, they also need to be the person who's like, all right, it's been 10. And now I'm coming back to the conversation. So that's why I asked y'all if y'all had that rule too, or if it
Mm-mm.
was just kind of like, nah, we both can say it.
Yeah.
It's been 10. Is it like 10 minutes? Is it 10 hours? Like what is it? Is it
It's
not
just
even 10? Is it just
it really depends. Sometimes it's not even 10
Yeah.
because we also are the type of people that when we feel an argument is escalating, and once we break away from one another, we think, I'm like, is this gonna matter tomorrow?
Exactly.
Is
That's
this gonna
good.
matter next week or
Right.
in a year or what have you? Like, it
Yeah.
could be something simple as, I'm just making something up. You said that you were going to wash the clothes and you didn't, or
Right.
you said you're gonna do something that you didn't. So it's really, and I had to grow in that. I know that was an area that when we started living together, where I would just get irritated about it, but in the grand scheme of things, I really had to take time, and that's where that strength came in, to where it's like, is this worth bringing up? Like,
Yeah.
if I see something that maybe I asked Brandon to do, or he said that he was going to do, but I see that it's not done, I think to myself, is it really worth bringing it up, or can I just take care of it myself
That's
in order
good.
not to cause a conflict in our relationship or for that day or so? So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you like figure out like, all right, like what's his day like? You know, has he been
mhm,
stressed at work?
exactly.
And
Hmm.
is this gonna lead to an argument because he feels unseen and I'm being pedantic about like everything versus like reading a room and being like, yo, you're tired. I see that. So don't worry about it today. So like y'all just seem
Exactly.
like y'all do y'all check in with each other? Like do y'all have okay, I need 10, but like, you know, some people have questions that you ask your partner each day, or just like if you sense something. Like is there anything that y'all have before it's like it gets to the point where you need 10?
You can go ahead.
Go first.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean the I need 10 is mainly for. I'm gonna say no. We don't have anything that's like necessarily before that. That's more so like when we're about to be in it, right? And we
Yeah.
we one of us feels it, we both feel it, whatever the case may be. And then we just call it out right there.
Yeah.
But as far as like the check-ins go, I know that's something that I've gotten better at over time. Taylor's really again others focused, right? Like hey, how you doing? She'll ask me how's my day going. It's just like little things like that. And we're both 100% remotely at this point, right? So that's another thing. We're home, we're around each other and stuff. So we see each other a lot more. They're able to ask that live versus like a text or a phone call, pre-pandemic and everything, right? So she's
And
really
that
good at
works
that.
for y'all? Like both y'all being
Oh
remote?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Taylor?
mean,
Oh
Taylor?
yeah. Oh yeah.
I love it.
Hold
Like,
on,
I know
Brandon,
a
let
lot
her
of people.
talk.
I know a lot of people think for like, oh, me going to an office or stuff. This is time I can have for myself to.
Yeah.
I don't want to say get away from your spouse or your kids or whatever your situation is, but
Mm,
Brandon and I love it. Like, we got married to be together, and so we spend a lot of time together. But of course, we have our own, you know, solo times. Like, I know when he plays video games, like that's his stress reliever. That's his time to just focus on that. Same with if I go get my nails done, or if I go take a walk or something like that. So, but honestly, like, we spend a lot of time together. We have coffee chats in the morning. We will take walks together. We try to eat lunch together.
check on date, yeah,
Try to go on lunch dates and stuff, and it's just staying locked in with one another and just spending that genuine time together, because you know you never know how much time you have, so you want to make the most of it when you can. So
for sure.
Absolutely. So, like, would you say that he was your type from the jump? Like, or like, was he really still not your type? I'm curious. Like, after you got a chance to meet him, and because I want to understand if like if you're some people say your type is your trauma. Some people say like your
Mhm.
type ain't something you should really look forward to or look for because like that hasn't
Hmm.
really worked in the past. So I'm just curious.
Okay.
I want to understand like the nuance of like what y'all felt, especially since you said like, yo, from the jump that wasn't your type. So,
so I think with Brandon, he was the type that I needed, not the type that I wanted.
ooh, that's good.
If
Mhm.
that makes sense. Have I said that to you? I don't think so.
Mhm.
That just came off the top of my head.
Girl got a
Mm.
Um,
bar.
because
Ooh,
again,
okay.
Brandon,
Type of shit.
he was everything that I was looking for in a future husband, a future mate, but didn't necessarily know I needed at that moment.
Mm,
And
Okay.
I think back in 2014, I had been single for about a year, and I was having fun. I was at the
Hmm.
clubs and just doing whatever in DC.
right.
And I think when Brandon came into my life, I didn't realize until we started talking like the seriousness of, oh, he's really looking for like his
I
forever
was about
person.
to say, like, I know that about Brandon.
And again, he wasn't my type, but I
Yeah,
also had a part of me that was like, again, intrigued. And I was like, well, I got to hang on to this because I don't want someone else to grab this guy up. So let's just see where it goes with it. So he was definitely someone I needed, but didn't know,
or that you
but
wanted.
didn't want in a sense. And I hope you don't feel any type of way
I don't
about
feel
that.
any type of way, girl.
I'm
I'm about to
telling
Ain't
turn
no
you.
problem.
everything
Ain't no
down.
problem.
I'm good. Sound like I was left all bad and bougie. I'm good. I'm good.
Do I look like I cut it off bad and bougie? That's funny.
I'm
So like
good.
y'all seem like y'all have good chemistry and good compatibility. Like you can tell like when you talking, Brandon, you definitely checking in. Like
Mhm.
it's a lot of touch, you know, just subtle, just like, babe, I got this. You want this? Like that's awesome. And that's like that's not manufactured, that's like natural. So like is that intentional or is that always the case with y'all?
So I would say
Because
honestly,
it's almost like words of affirmation and physical touch for real. Like, yo, you want
yeah,
me to go?
that's what I was saying. I feel like it plays into the love languages aspect of it, right? Like it's like when Taylor's talking, I if we're talking like in this setting, right, where she's talking, no nothing against you or who I'm talking, who looking at, I'm gonna look at her, right? Because I want her to feel
Look at
like
your girl, bro.
but I want no, I'm making that point because I want her
Yeah.
to feel like I'm paying attention, right?
Right.
Intentionally, like she does everything intentionally with her words. I want her to feel like intentionally that I'm listening. I'm
Yeah.
actively listening. I'm not just passively
Yeah.
listening, which is what a lot of things like miscommunication happens when you passively listen. When you're actively, intently looking and locked in with who you're communicating with, that's
That's
that
they
keep
say
it
in therapy
feel.
too.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
bro.
saying? And
That's a
the
bar. That's
non
another bar.
the nonverbals aspect of the small touches, the I always like to give Taylor the floor first to kind of lead off with stuff. If she wants, hey, I'll ask her. So that's like you said, it's not manufactured. It's just, hey, do you want to take that first? That's just a natural thing for me, and how we kind of operate and when we communicate with folks, whether it be about relationship or just general things in life. I mean, I'm like someone asks a question, like, hey, you want to go? And she'll say yes, or she'll hit the floor going, or she'll be like, no, you take it. That's just like a natural thing that kind of picked up with us, right?
How do y'all handle those disagreements though? When you want to go, she don't want to go, or she wants to go, you don't want to go. Are y'all still like locked in? Taylor, I'm looking at you, girl. Like you cannot hide your face. So Brandon, just do me a favor.
Terrible,
Don't say
terrible,
nothing, Brandon.
terrible
Taylor,
poker
go
face.
ahead.
Terrible poker face.
Um, let's see. How do I want to answer this?
The truth.
Um,
Brandon,
typically,
stop talking, dog. Like, see, Brandon's trying to like lead the witness. Tell him what
typically,
we talked about. Okay.
it has to be really something going on for me to like not want to go do something, or I just don't
Okay.
feel comfortable with doing something. And Brandon's very respectful and okay, I need to make sure my wife, I need to make sure Taylor is okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here for her to make sure that she's good and that we stay locked in with each other, with obviously our Heavenly Father looking over us and blessing this union and this relationship as well. So I think when it comes to those, we obviously have some disagreements where, one of us doesn't want to go somewhere, but the other does. And so we just talk through it and just come to a common understanding. And sometimes this that person does go end up going and the other one stays home and vice versa. But it's always about, like I said, communicating and just listening to one another and asking intentional questions to seek to understand and really just understanding one another's perspective.
For sure.
Do y'all argue? It seems like y'all really don't
Yes.
argue.
We don't.
Okay.
Yes, we
We
argue.
don't like to call it arguments. Crucial
Oh yes, we
conversations.
call it
Like
Crucial conversations.
we
conversation.
like to talk about like that or whatnot. Well, like it's in our vocabulary because it's in our vocabulary. We like crucial conversations, and we actually
Okay.
embrace them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's something I feel is not unique to just us, but like the the stronger marriages, the stronger relationships are going to embrace those challenging conversations, those crucial conversations, and
Mhm.
be willing to go through that fire because that's how you grow. You forge in the fire, you come out of the side, all that good stuff, right? Like it's necessary, right? God doesn't do anything or have you go through anything in life that you can't handle, right? He's a testing father. We all understand that, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a question that comes up or a challenge that comes up or some type of difficulty, something that's not the most positive, there's a reason it happened. We don't always have to understand it right this moment because that's not our purpose. Our
Yeah.
purpose is to be able to become one together here in the flesh so that we can live eternally when we go to heaven.
I
Absolutely.
love that.
And I think also going back to like when we first lived together, that first year of dating and even just living together, there were a lot of crucial conversations we went through then that paved the way even before marriage to where we didn't really have to have those arguments. I don't want to say arguments,
You
excuse me,
good?
crucial conversations during marriage. Like I could probably count on in the 8 years we've been together, probably a handful crucial conversations, but that's because we tackled a lot of that in the first couple years of our relationship because you're talking to get to know one another. Obviously, that's the honeymoon phase. Like you're so in love and everything's new. But then when you get in that tight 1 bedroom apartment,
Yeah.
700 square feet, and you're
Right.
sharing everything,
And that toilet seat up or
and the
down.
toilet seat up and down, or you were supposed to clean this or establishing cleaning schedules and figuring out money and how to balance everything. That's where you have to peel the onion back a little bit. But I think because we went through a lot of that prior to us getting engaged and being married, like, I'm not gonna say it's been smooth sailing, but it just paved the way for an easier journey and just a lot of compromise within the 8 years that we've been married.
For
I
sure.
love that. And like what I see is like y'all made something your own. And I guess what
Mhm.
made me think about that is like I'm curious, did like Brandon, did your parents call arguments or pseudo arguments, crucial conversations? Like where did that come from? Was that from an example you saw? Or yeah, Taylor, was that from an example y'all saw growing up, or did y'all just say like, yo, we're gonna reimagine what we want as a marriage and how we talk to each other? I'm curious.
The latter, exactly what you said. It was actually a book that we read. It's called Crucial Conversational by
I think it's by Dale Carnegie.
Dale
If I'm not
Carnegie.
mistaken.
Oh wow.
So
If
it's
I'm
a
not
really,
mistaken.
really great book. Brandon and I both read it. Just one of our personal development books. And I think when we think about the word argument, it has such a negative connotation to it that crucial conversations almost has more of a hopeful factor or a hopeful connotation to it. And so we just wanted to make sure that that level of positivity was in our household. And that, yes, even though we had to have some of those high level, high volume conversations, that is not, like Brandon says, not something negative, but it's just part of our journey. And it's always just a learned lesson.
Yeah.
Brandon, what's
And
the difference between the oh my bad, go ahead.
oh no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
What's the difference between the crucial conversation and the argument? Just in
To
simple.
me, it's the mindset.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's the mindset. You know me, man. Everything in begins and ends with the mind for me. You
Absolutely.
know, and so it's like it's how you approach it. It's the perspective, the lens you're looking at it. You can go into going into an argument, whether you realize you're going into the argument or you know for hey, I'm about to pick this fight today, right? Going into that with that perspective, that
No, no
lens.
one does that.
You know what I'm saying? Going into it with that
Yeah.
mind, with that perspective, that lens, that mindset, right? That energy is a negative, right?
Yeah.
Going into it with a crucial conversation mindset, positive. It's a positive energy. The lens, what you're looking at, you're not looking at it as a problem, but more as a problem statement. How can I solve it? Right? How can I fix this? Not necessarily fix something that's broken, all right, every time, but how can I navigate this conversation accordingly, in this case with my partner, so that we can be better on the other side? Can we come to some type of solution, some type of understanding, some type of agreement, some type of resolution? All these different adjectives, right? All these different things you want to do to solve it on the backside. That's what's significant to look at, and not necessarily, hey, this is what you did wrong.
Yeah. Y'all are
You know
so
what
wholesome.
I'm saying?
Like, golly. And first of
Well,
all,
man.
golly, has anyone ever realized that I love black people? Because we took golly, the word golly, like
Hmm.
golly, and made golly. Like
Mm-hmm.
I love us, bruh. That's one
So,
thing. The other thing I wanted to ask y'all, sorry for the sidebar. The other thing I wanted to ask y'all is about, have y'all heard about apology languages?
I haven't.
I have not.
Mm-mm.
Last night I had a live and someone talked
Okay.
about apology languages. So you got love languages and apology languages. So I'm gonna ask y'all
Okay.
to listen to these and then tell me what your apology language might be. So
Okay.
one is expressing regret. So the other person, you need the other person to express regret. You need them to say, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Two is you need the other person to accept responsibility, to say, I was wrong. The
Okay.
other one is three, making restitution. You need them to say, how can I make this right? Four is genuinely repenting. Listen, I'll do everything I can to make sure this doesn't happen again. And then the
Okay.
fifth one is requesting forgiveness. Baby, will you forgive me? So, like, again, I'll do them quickly. Expressing regret, accepting responsibility, making restitution, genuinely repenting, or requesting forgiveness. Which one of those like stick out to y'all the most? To each of you?
You go first.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
I would.
Brandon be so quick with it.
I
Like,
would.
look at go ahead.
I would say the repenting one would be one.
Mm.
I was. That's the fourth one, right? The
Yeah.
fourth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
I
do
would
everything
say
I can to make sure this doesn't happen again.
yeah.
Like, it's like,
Mhm.
yo, they need a plan for the changed behavior, not just a moment of sadness. Without this, they worry you'll repeat the cycle.
Okay. Yeah. That. I would say that's me.
And that's how you apologize and you want your apologies.
Oh, that's how. That I would say that's how I would apologize. Um, how I want my apologies.
Want me to read them again?
What's the second one?
I was gonna say that I think I'm the second one. How I would want apologies.
Accepting responsibility. So just saying I was wrong.
Yeah.
So the first one was
Yeah, that's me.
expressing regret. The
Tell me
first
when
is
you off.
expressing regret. I'm sorry, baby.
Okay.
The two is accepting responsibility. I was wrong. Like it's less than say I'm sorry. I was wrong. The third is making restitution. This is mine. How,
Okay.
tell me, how can you make it right? um, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Four
man.
is I'll do it like we just talked about, and then five is requesting forgiveness. But
Okay.
yeah, no, that was just very helpful for me. I think that's something I'm going to talk to Mel about too. Just like how do we make sure
Yeah.
we are both speaking the language that we both need for each other,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and you're receiving it because that's the one thing about love languages, right? I asked people in the questionnaire like how like rank from a scale of 1 to 5 how you show love and rank how you like to receive it too.
I like
um
that. I like
that
that.
way I can see if there's compatibility.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a two-way street. You want part with that?
Are y'all love languages the same? So Brandon, you said physical touch, that's how you like to receive it. Is that how you also like to show it? And same question for you, Taylor.
Okay.
Like words of
Uh,
affirmation, you like to receive it, but do you also
I
like
think
to share?
I show with acts of service,
Hmm.
Okay.
and I think you're the same. You're the same way.
I'm
Oh,
a
that's
big
good.
I'm a big show on acts of service and QT.
Quality time.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm big on quality, like quality time is quality. I would say quality time and touch are like my one A, 1B type thing. Like the just kind of
Yeah.
flips with me on how I receive it, but like how I give it, I'm big on acts of service. What can I do? How can I help? And things like that, or and just do things for T periodically. Try to do it somewhat randomly, and then but also quality time. Like I want to make sure we're spending and investing that proper time with one another. Again, we have our alone times, or it's like our self reflections, our stress relievers, whatever you want to call it. But then also being intentional about the amount of time that we're spending with one another.
What are some of those like habits or rituals or just like things that y'all just do every week that keep y'all like grounded or
Mhm.
just close? Yeah, I heard y'all like to do, you kind of talked about it and it was low key
Yeah.
daily, right? Like y'all like to
Mhm.
go get lunch, like maybe
We do the coffee chats
y'all
probably
dance
like
together.
two or three times a week. We do the dance, like we're recording more of the dance together, but we'll just bust out dancing and stuff in the house, or doing a different
Where the
thing.
fence at?
You
You got
know.
it, Taylor. You got it.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Okay.
I will say something that we do that I'm hoping other couples do this as well is we have a weekly finance meeting
Hmm.
Ooh, that's good.
to align on finances, align on just bills for the week, costs, etc. Just to keep ourselves aligned. Brandon has this like whole spreadsheet where he's forecasted out
Oh my
what like
gosh.
accounts
Why you do
look
that?
like all the way to
You're
like
not gonna let that down.
2028. Like that's his thing. So we can, because I'm a visual person, so I have to see the numbers
Hmm.
in order to buy into, okay, this is the approach that we're taking. So having just a finance meeting has been helpful for us every week. Because honestly, yes, we're in a relationship, but we almost look at our relationship like a business. We're a partnership. And so, we need to make sure that we're keeping this ship afloat, and finances play a huge part into that. And we also know that finances is like either the number one or number two reason to destroy a relationship. So we always want to make sure we're locked in to that subject and just staying aligned in that area.
For
Brandon,
sure.
would y'all be open to sharing that spreadsheet with anyone else? Or
Yeah.
it's a template? You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Saving
Yeah.
marriages. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
He said save the
I would have problems sharing the model, man. Not for
That's
sure.
what's up.
It's I mean, it's like it's a budget that I took it from a monthly budget, but then again, like stuff about forecasting, so it's like it has our year at a glance summary page, and then you can toggle different things in Excel. I mean, this stuff financially, right? You can toggle different things and forecast out and see where you're going to be in the next 12, 24 months. I try not to go too far out other than 3 years in a sense, just with where we are right now and some of the stuff that we have going on. But yeah, it's definitely good. And then we talk to our financial planner as well. So
I got a financial plan too.
We do.
Yeah. So
I
you
mean,
you got
I
it.
mean, AJ, do you know our getting out of debt story?
don't tell me
Oh
more.
God.
Oh, well, we are making a video on this as well, but
It's all good. No, you good. You
Okay.
he
good. You
Okay.
good.
so
Go ahead.
Just
we
give us
paid
the teasers, so you don't have
Yeah.
to give us the whole
what
thing.
we paid off 170.
So it was
Yo, he was
For
reading.
real?
stop listening so hard, bro.
A
Stop
hundred
listening.
and what? Like, wow.
It was so in a time span of, let's say, 5 years,
Yeah,
really getting out of debt. Like we have a house now, so we had a mortgage. Like that's not paid off, right? So excluding the mortgage, we did pay off a total of 179,000
that's
five
great.
hundred, something like that. School loans,
Can I just say he
credit.
brought most of it to the relationship with
Shout, shout out,
that Morehouse experience.
hey, shout out to the house, baby. Shout out to the house, baby. Shout out to the house, baby. Look, I wouldn't trade it for nothing, though. Because
Wow.
if I didn't have that experience, we might not have met.
We might not have
Because
though.
that's how I got to DC. So,
Crucial conversations, baby.
hey, yes,
Okay.
sir.
Like, dog.
Uh,
Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I'm sure that's such a weight off. Like, and now you get to really just like, I don't know, live life and love each other. And you've also had a amazing precedent where you can, like, debt is one thing, getting out of debt is one thing, but you can just flip that, and the other side of that coin is just saving 200K. You know what I'm saying? Like, where that's a house or a college fund, like the y'all have that muscle that you can flex,
Yeah.
because you locked in with each other and saw that, like, yeah, we're fine, we can still
I
enjoy
told
each
her
other.
not today, right? But I told her it was gonna happen if she locked in with me, we could figure it out and just be diligent. I mean, we didn't even have to go crazy, like, oh, we're just eating hot dogs and beans. Like some people have to do like some
Yeah.
crazy stuff to be able to do that. Nothing wrong with that. And then I respect it. We just were in a position where we were able to take care of some things and just be diligent and not be concerned about the time frame, but
That's
also
awesome, bro.
being honest with where we were and what we were honestly willing to do to get to where we wanted to go. We have some great mentorship in that process too, so it definitely helps. It's not just us. It's
yeah,
definitely not just us.
yes. Our 20s were, whew, it was hard.
It
It
wasn't
was
that hard.
it was
It wasn't
I
that
would
hard.
say it was challenging because, in your 20s, you want to go travel with your friends, you want to go do all these different things, and we had said no to a lot of things because this was our goal. Like we wanted to pay off debt. We wanted to pay off credit cards and cars and everything with that. And so we were able to do that. And before moving to North Carolina, like we moved into this house besides the mortgage debt free. So we were just
Ooh,
really proud of
that's
that
so
accomplishment
nice.
and everything. So definitely couldn't done it without our Heavenly Father.
Yeah. Next,
Yes.
all we trying to do is go into the black, man. Just go up
Yeah.
from here.
So what's next? Like, okay, like y'all need some kids running around. How I sound like some grandparents. They be telling us the same thing. They're like, you know what I'm saying?
So,
Am I
so,
your goddamn business, goddamn?
so in
Yeah,
all honesty, look, man, we still there? My phone went to like sleep mode.
yeah, you still here?
Okay, okay.
Look at
I
you
got the
trying to
whole.
get out of it.
Nah, man, I got IG set up with the whole. You gotta get off social media and to finish the night all right and
You
stuff.
good,
But
bro? Stop stalling, fat boy. Let's go.
nah, but no, like in all honesty, my grandmother, for the first time, said something to us about having a child earlier this year. It was like April. It was the first time she ever said anything. She's 99. She was
She
like, "All
gave
right,
y'all
y'all, what
eight.
y'all?"
She gave y'all almost eight
She said,
years.
"What you got going on, B?" I was like, "Oh Lord, okay, now you on my case." So,
Right.
no, not. But that's something we want to do, man.
Yeah,
That's really the next phase of
that's
life.
what's up.
We think we were again that financial piece, working that out, starting to set up some things for the
Such a
kids that aren't
blessing.
even here yet. It was
Ooh.
just it was the goal and the mindset, and we were on the same page, right? At no point in time has either one of us been like, "Man, I wish we had." The kid already. I wish we had started this
Yeah,
already, right?
yeah.
We're just excited where we are right now and looking forward to being some awesome parents, man. The Lord's gonna bless with whatever he's gonna bless with, boy, girl, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. Taylor's gonna be a phenomenal mom, a mother. She's been a phenomenal partner, so I know she's gonna step into that role with ease and grace. And I just look forward to, being able to have some type of connection with the child, right? To raise up the next generation that I can say like, okay, they can stand on my shoulders. It's somebody I brought into this world, somebody that we help build and grow and mold, and then allow them to go out into the world and do great things.
Brandon, just let me say, bro. There, there's not many people that I think would be a better father than you would,
I
bro.
tell him that every day.
That's love, bro. I
Oh
appreciate that.
shit. Yeah, dog. You already know the level of intention you bring to everything that you do. I know how bad you want to teach a little person, whether that's a baby girl or a baby boy. Like they gonna be sick of you. My boy Brent said that's a fact. Like, bro, we know this dude, dog. Like, we know Brandon
What
too.
up, B?
Brandon, you gonna have this running track, you know what I'm saying? Dancing, doing taxes.
Hey
Like,
man, I just want to
dog.
have fun and live life, man. That's it. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna put too
man.
much pressure on him. I just want to have fun and just have an opportunity to progress and move things forward, man. That's all I'm about.
I
That's all I'm
love
about.
that. I love that. So listen, so just two more things. So I wanted to end with a little game where I'm gonna have y'all close your eyes and I'm gonna ask you like who's the person to do this or that, and y'all
Okay.
gotta either point to yourself or your lover, your significant other.
Okay.
But before that, I wanted to just ask y'all if y'all had like any advice for people who are looking to be well matched, right? Like, I think there's a lot of people who um, are at a point where it's like, man, I want to find my person, but it's very hard. Like, y'all found each other through eHarmony. There's people who are trying to find each other just in real life. Like, there's people who
Hmm.
are using the well match. Like, I don't want to gatekeep nothing.
For
So
sure.
it's really about like what tips and pointers which you give to people and best practices to just like you know like maybe find somebody that might be the person they spend the rest of their life with.
I would say be open minded and think about what you need, not necessarily what you want. And it goes back to what I said earlier. Finding someone who can truly help elevate you in areas that matter most. So that's your mental health, your emotional health. Who's going to really be that person that I'm just throwing out an example, will sit up with you till all hours of the night and just talk with you and just pour into you positivity and really going to be there for you through the rough patches, not just somebody who needs to match what I make in a year or more, etc. Because
Yeah,
you can complement one another and help one another grow in those areas to be the best version of themselves. So I would just say be open minded and don't limit yourself if someone doesn't have all to check all the boxes that you're looking for. Like know that maybe if you all are open and vulnerable that you can help one another grow in the areas that you may be lacking.
for sure. That's so well put, babe.
Yeah.
Nah, man. In all honesty, from my perspective, I would say again that little bit of that opposite, right? And how we attract to one another. My approach or some tips that I would say is, man, sit down, be quiet, think
Mm,
about it, understand who you are, where you are in life right now, but then also figure out who you want to be. Because finding your partner, you might find that person before you become who you're supposed to be, because you're always going to be becoming, you're always growing. You need to be prepared when you meet that person so that you don't lose that person.
yes, absolutely. That's real. Do you have a poem for us, or like uh, a little like? Can you leave us with a
I'll send
rhyme?
you some bars later, bro.
All
Get,
right,
get
all
out of
right,
here.
all right.
Get out
No,
of here,
okay,
man.
that's what I do. But seriously, B, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip this. So B's about to, I'm about to drop this little poem that B just wrote after this show. You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
doing this?
basically, it's basically just gonna summarize all the shit we talked about and like what y'all should focus on when you're looking for somebody. All right, you should drop that. 3, 2, 1. So B, it's already fixed up, bro. So
Oh
I'm
my
gonna need
gosh.
you.
I got you. I
All
got you.
right,
I'll
okay.
send you some bars, man. I'll send you
All
some
right, don't leave me hanging, my boy.
I
So
got you.
okay,
I got you.
so okay. Now I need you to close your
All right.
eyes and then don't think about it, guys. Like it can't be both of us. It's just the most person. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I got you. I got you.
Who's more likely to start a deep conversation at 11:47 p.m.? And ooh, okay, nice. Initiate physical affection first. Say I love you out of the blue. Be stubborn. Don't be trying to say, that's you. That we know that's code for me. Okay. Cry during a movie. Apologize first, even when they're wrong, even when they're not wrong. Okay. Change the most since y'all got together. That's funny. Used to be more emotionally avoidant. Aw. It's quicker to name their feelings now. Gives better compliments. Okay. Ask deeper questions in conversation. I can't wait till y'all see this. All right. All right. Knows how to cheer the other one up on sight. Love that. Still flirts like you're trying to win you. Oh, I love that. Takes the lead on big decisions.
What decision?
Big one. Here you go. Big decisions. There you go. Takes the lead on little decisions. All right. Remembers the little details and combos. It's just two more after this. Oh, Brandon, that was some drama there. Okay. Can hold a grudge a little longer than they admit. All right, last one. Is the glue that holds this whole thing together. Y'all are too cute. Man, hey man, I just want to say thank y'all. This
Thank
this
you, man.
really this really like gave me a lot of joy. And these are questions that like I hadn't really had a chance to ask y'all. I think that, of course I was at the wedding and big fans of y'all, of course, but like I never truly got a chance to see the personalities of you two just
Mm.
like in the way that I did today. And so I just say, man, like this shit is the real deal. Y'all compliment each other very well. It's natural. So like, just shout out to y'all for harvesting um the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get disconnected, and I could tell y'all are being just as intentional about staying connected, having those y'all have like y'all own language and
Mhm.
like y'all own rituals and culture, and I think that that's like a solid indicator of like that y'all can stand the test of time. It's like y'all and y'all shit. It's like, yo, who cares what anyone else says? This is what we doing. We don't call them arguments. They critical conversation. They crucial conversations. Okay, like that's cool to me, bro.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna be an avid listener and watcher for everything that y'all put out. The combos with the Colliers. I'm
Appreciate
already a fan. I'm already subscribed. I'm already following. So if you're here, definitely follow their page. Can't wait to kind of, post this and clip it up because I thought it was some really cool moments here. But just wanted to end it with a lot of gratitude for y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for being open. Thank y'all for being an open book. I think it's gonna help a lot of people kind of see what the North Star is,
Yes.
right? Like,
it.
and appreciate y'all just saying like, yo, how Brandon, maybe you didn't think he maybe was your type when y'all first met, but like, look at y'all now. Like, how
Mhm.
can y'all say that that's not y'all each other's type? Like, y'all fit like a puzzle piece, and I just appreciate y'all like, you know, opening the curtain a little bit for me and everybody else to kind of see how you do that.
Nah, man. Appreciate having us on, man.
Yes,
And like you
absolutely.
said, we're hopefully somebody can, if anyone can take anything from this conversation, that's all that matters to us, man. Like we want people to be happy together. We want people to find their person and live life the way they want to. No one has to do anything exactly the same as somebody else. This generation that we're in right now, it's a wide open scene, and everybody can find their person and be able to live how they want to, right? Everyone deserves love. Everyone deserves happiness. Everyone deserves to be, what I'm saying, be with their person and figure out whatever their North Star is, like you just said, and be able to go after that. So definitely appreciate it, man.
Every nigga deserves a well match too. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Yes.
I'll be talking to y'all, but again, appreciate y'all. And thanks to everybody who joined. Next week we have a good friend of mine, Chef Dom. Chef Dom is gonna be doing the Will Match Live, so I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? So put in your applications if that's somebody you're interested in. But yeah, man. Thank y'all again,
For
Taylor.
sure.
This
Hey,
was
keep
really
doing what
cool.
you're doing, man.
Yes,
Keep doing
keep
what you're
doing
doing.
it.
This is beautiful, bro. Like I told you in the DM, man. I'm proud of you. What you're doing right now. Keep
Thank you.
going.
Thank you. You know me. You know me. All right, y'all. Love y'all.
All right,
Appreciate you.
love, man.
See you
Till
all.
next time. See ya.